Hi, friends. It's Susan Guthrie here, and this is the part of the show where I usually say, welcome back to Make Money Mediating. But I'm not going to say that today because I have a very big, very exciting announcement for you all. If you've been listening for a while, you know this podcast started out actually as Learn to Mediate online back during the pandemic when I was teaching so many mediators and other dispute resolution professionals and lawyers how to practice in a virtual format. I thought at the time I'd launch a podcast that would help them in a supportive way with a weekly, tips and insights. But as we got through the pandemic, we moved into the world post-pandemic, everybody already knew how to mediate online. So I transitioned the show to Make Money Mediating, which has been a show predominantly focused on helping mediators build more profitable practices. And it's been a joy to do that, but something amazing has happened along the way. The audience for this podcast has grown and grown, and it's not just mediators. Out there listening right now are attorneys, coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs of all different ilks. And you're not just here to make money, although you don't mind that for the most part, but you are here building something bigger. You want something sustainable, something fulfilling, and something that aligns with your values and your life. And that's what I realized is that this isn't just a podcast anymore. It's an entire ecosystem of support, and it's time for the name of the show to reflect that. So I am thrilled, drumroll please, to officially announce the new name of the show, the Practice Playbook Podcast. Yes, the PPP instead of the MMM. This podcast is no longer just about mediation, and it's definitely not just about money. It's about building a successful, modern, professional practice that actually works for you financially, personally, and professionally. Whether you're a dispute resolution pro, a solo lawyer, a coach, a fractional COO, or a visionary entrepreneur in any field, the tools I talk about here apply to you. The new name reflects a broader vision and a deeper commitment. I'm here to be your go-to resource for growing a practice that's both profitable and purpose-driven. But the name change is just the beginning. The Practice Playbook is also the name of my new book series, which is a collection of practical guides designed to support you in every stage of your entrepreneurial journey. The first book in the series, called The Flat Fee Playbook, is out now on Amazon, and I am so excited to share that it launched as a #1 new release in its category just 2 weeks ago. So if you are tired of the billable hour grind, and statistics say we all are, and if you want to explore flat fee models, packages, and pricing with confidence, the book is your starting point. Coming October 1st, the second book in the series, The Thought Leadership Playbook, will be launching. And so that's going to walk you through the exact steps to build visibility, credibility, and authority in your field so that clients and colleagues alike will start seeing you as their go-to. And guess what? That is just the beginning, those 2 books. There are more playbooks coming soon, and they will cover all aspects of running your business. We'll have business planning, branding, practice launch strategies, and much, much more. Each one is built to be clear, actionable, and completely aligned with the work we're doing here on this podcast. But wait, there's more. Because for those of you who want to go even deeper, I've got one more exciting launch to share. I know that it can be daunting to work with a private coach or consultant on your practice. It's expensive, it's time consuming, I get it. So I thought about it and I've come up with a new way for you to work with me that is less high touch and also way less expensive, but that gives you the same support depending on where you are. And it is called the Practice Accelerator. This is my brand new subscription program. It's built to give you ongoing support, tools, and community as you grow your practice. And it has 3 affordable tiers that give you access to things like ad-free podcast episodes with bonus content just for members of the Accelerator. You'll get worksheets, templates, and checklists that will bring the playbooks to life. There will be quick downloads, monthly strategy calls, live turbo talks, and a lot more. And the top tier will get coaching level access for under $100 per month. This is everything that I have been building for you all in one place, your new practice ecosystem designed to meet you where you are and to grow with you. So yes, as of today, the podcast name has changed, but the mission, it is clearer and stronger than ever. The Practice Playbook Podcast is your hub for smart, sustainable, and modern practice building, whether you're just getting started or scaling up your impact. I hope you're going to come along for this next chapter because I truly believe you have something powerful to build, and I'm here to help you do it. So let's get to work. And for the first time, I'm going to say, welcome to the Practice Playbook Podcast. All right, let's get after this. Today, I'm going to dive into a topic that honestly, many professionals think they understand, but most are actually avoiding like the plague, and that is niching or niching. I don't care how you pronounce it. I'm going to say niche. I took a lot of French in high school, so niche. All right. So I like to say it this way to my clients. It's not that your niche is nice. It's necessary. If you have been feeling stuck, invisible, or unsure of how to attract the right clients to your practice, this episode is going to give you the clarity that you need. So let's start with the resistance, because there is resistance. Why do so many professionals, and that includes legal professionals, mediators, entrepreneurs, why do they avoid choosing a niche? They do it because it feels limiting, because they don't want to say no to anyone, because they worry they're going to leave money on the table, right? And because the word niche sometimes gets lumped in with vague branding advice that feels disconnected from real business strategy. But here's the truth. Your niche is the compass for everything else in your practice. It helps you to focus your marketing, to attract your ideal clients, not just any client, but your ideal client. It helps you build authority faster, and it helps you to charge what you're worth. Here's the bottom line. Generalists blend in, specialists stand out. So I want to dive into what a niche really is. And let's just start with clearing up a common misconception. Your niche is not just about your industry or your job title. It's the specific intersection of who you serve, what problem you solve for them, and how you uniquely solve it. Here are some examples. It's not, I'm a mediator, but I help high conflict co-parents reach workable parenting plans without court. Or not, I'm a coach, but I help burned out attorneys rebuild a career they actually love. See the difference? There's a huge difference between your title and your niche. And your niche is your positioning power, because when you can articulate that clearly, that's when you become the go-to. You become referable. You become memorable. You become valuable. How do you actually determine your niche, though? And this is where everyone gets bogged down. Even if you understood everything that I've been talking about before now, about the importance of finding your niche, of determining what it is, everyone has a hard time really honing in on what it is. So we're going to right here get into the how. And if you're wondering, how do I actually find my niche? I'm going to give you a step-by-step playbook. In fact, I've created a downloadable worksheet that's going to guide you step by step through finding and refining your niche. You can get a copy of the worksheet through the link that's in the show notes. Okay, so go to the show notes when you're done listening to the episode and download it. And just so you know, this is the kind of actionable support you're going to find every month inside the Practice Accelerator. That's the new subscription program I talked about at the top of this episode. It's designed for professionals like you who are building intentional, modern, and profitable practices. So what I'm trying to do with that is take what we talk about here in this podcast and add another layer to it to give you actual steps and guides to work through what we talk about here. But I'm doing it for you here in this episode to give you an idea of what that looks like. All right. So go get on the wait list for the Practice Accelerator. That's also in the show notes, or you can find it on the website at susaneguthrie.com. But let's break it down. Step 1, reflect on who you actually love working with, right? This is one of those where it's going to take looking back on your past clients or cases. Who energized you and who drained you? And we all have them. If you've been in any kind of practice for any period of time, you know the cases that you woke up and you couldn't wait to get working on. And you know the ones where you saw it on your calendar and you went, wah, wah, right? So think on that. Write it down. Who energized you? Who drained you? And then think about what industry or industries, demographics, and personality traits felt like a good fit. So out of those cases, what industry, what demographic, and what personality traits felt like a good fit? So now that's helping you to identify who your ideal client is. Who do you want to work with? Who lights you up when you can help them? And the next question is what are you going to help them with? We need to identify the core problem that you solve. So think about these questions. What are people struggling with when they come to you? And this could be a list. This could be a long list, but start writing them down. So what are they struggling with? Get granular, write all these things down. And these are the people that you like to work with, the ones that light you up. What is keeping them up at night? What is worrying them that they're coming to you for help with? And can you summarize their pain point, that thing that's keeping them up at night? Can you summarize it down into one sentence? So do a little work on that. Pausing here for a quick word from our sponsor, Fourth Party. If you're serious about building a real business, not just a practice, you need systems that work as hard as you do. That's where Fourth Party comes in. It's built specifically for dispute resolution professionals, and Fourth Party is the all-in-one back-end platform that handles your intake, scheduling, file management, payments, and more, so you can focus on doing the work that you love. And because you are a listener of the Practice Playbook Podcast, you can get 20% off your first 3 months. Just visit fourthparty.app and use the code Susan20 at checkout. Take control of your business and start building it like a CEO with Fourth Party. And now the magic part, where you establish your niche. You're going to uncover your unique approach to their core problem. So when you help them with their problem, what's different about the way you solve that problem? What's different from how others may do it? Is it your method? Is it your background? Is it your communication style? There's some reason why you are the person to help them solve that problem. And that is your unique approach. Now you've pulled those together. You've pulled together who you love working with, the core problem of theirs that you solve, and your unique approach to solving that problem. Now you need to validate and test that, right? So you're going to start talking about your niche in your content, on your social, in your conversations. You're going to have conversations out there about what you do. You can have this with clients, you can have it with colleagues, you can have it in how you put out your thought leadership in the world. And you're going to see what resonates. What do people lean in and say, that is exactly what I need, right? So if you're writing articles, you're writing them to the people you actually love working with, your ideal clients, right? And you're looking for the response of the ones that lean in and say, that's exactly what I need. And then finally, with a niche, you need to commit to it, but understand it's a for now sort of thing, right? You're going to commit to it, but it's not forever. You can always pivot. But you need to give your niche room to take root. You've got to try it out, give it a spin, give it a test run, because consistency is what's going to build your traction. So give it some time, let it gel, don't jump ship too soon. Now, once you have your niche and you're feeling good in it, you've started to really feel that this is your path forward, you need to leverage your niche. This is what's going to help you elevate your business. So once you know your niche, you need to use it. So first step, build your messaging around it. You're going to update your bio, your website, your social media, and your LinkedIn headline and about you page, right? You're going to go through there and update everything to build your messaging about your niche into it. I'll give you a little hint. Your buddies, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, they can help you with this. All right. So you're going to get that out there. You're going to make your niche obvious in the first 10 seconds of someone meeting your brand, because you are your brand. So who are you? Who do you want to work with? What's their burning problem? And how do you solve it, right? That's what you need to let people know. That's your niche. So you're going to get that out there. You need to get known in your space, in your niche space. So you're going to speak at niche events, right? You're going to go out and speak at those events. You're going to write for niche publications. So find where your ideal clients are and go and put out thought leadership pieces there for them, right? Geared to them, talking about their burning problem. You want to collaborate with professionals who serve that same audience, serve that same ideal client. And you want to build authority by staying in your lane, but going deep. Be the know-it-all about your niche. I want you to, know what you know, be certain that you know it, and talk about it. And you think you've talked about it once, keep talking. Not everyone in the world hears you every time you speak or every time you post on LinkedIn. You also can use your niche, and should, to justify premium pricing. Specialists charge more because they solve specific problems efficiently and effectively. And if you've heard my other episodes or if you've read the Flat Fee Playbook, you know you don't bill for your time, you bill for your value. You bill for the value you provide, and specialists provide special value. And then systematize your services around your niche. So package your services in ways that are tailored to your niche's exact needs. That could be things like flat fees, bundled offers, workshops. So break down what they're looking for. Go back up to the exercise that you did and look at the problems that they're facing, the things that are keeping them up at night. And I said there may be more than one. So you may have more than one type of service offering, and you can bundle them or package them for them. You can put out thought leadership for them or insights for them in different ways. All right, so I want to wrap this up. I encourage you to go get the downloadable worksheet. You know, work happens, progress happens when you actually put the pen to the paper or the fingers to the keyboard. You've heard me say it before. You can't just listen to me talk. You've got to actually go put some work in. But this is an area where you can start to see really immediate changes. So niching isn't about shrinking your business. It's about focusing it, right? You're not shrinking down from who you might take as a client. You are focusing in on who you will take as a client. You cannot be everything to everyone. You will be overlooked if you are a generalist, but you can be everything to the right someone. So let me wrap up with my favorite golden nuggets. I want you to remember your niche is not a limitation. It is your launch pad. Number 2, clarity creates clients. Vague does not convert. It does not compute. They don't understand what you're trying to say or what you do for them when you are vague. Clarity creates clients. 3, a well-defined niche builds trust, credibility, and income faster. And finally, start with what you know and love, and then refine as you grow. It's never set in stone. Smart practitioners start, grow, change, and adapt. All right, everyone. So if this episode helped clarify your niche or sparked new ideas for you, I want to hear about it. Share your niche with me on LinkedIn or send me a DM. And if you want some support in getting crystal clear on your niche and building a business around it, that's exactly what we're doing in the Practice Accelerator. Don't forget the Flat Fee Playbook is available. You can go get it on Amazon. The Thought Leadership Playbook's coming October 1st. Those are guides that are going to help you build on what your niche is. So everyone, until next time, stay focused, stay intentional, and remember, the practice of your dreams is built one smart play at a time. And thank you for listening to the Practice Playbook Podcast. Thanks so much for listening to the Practice Playbook Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, I would love it if you'd take a moment to leave a review, follow the show, or share it with a colleague who's ready to build the practice of their dreams. If you want more support and tools like the ones you heard today, join the waitlist for the Practice Accelerator, my brand new subscription program packed with resources to help you grow smarter. You can find the link in the show notes or visit susaneguthrie.com to learn more. Until next time, stay focused, stay intentional, and remember, success starts with the right playbook.